Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Hi, everyone. Oh, my goodness. Our little bee, queen bee here is barking up a storm. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Hi, Kirsten. We are here, the start of a brand new week. Okay, Lola. Okay, Lola. Hi, Shirley. All right, Lola. She just gets so excited. I'm so glad that she's excited to be with us and our group. Maybe she I don't know, maybe she really wants to be able to craft, but she doesn't have opposable thumbs. So there's that. So hi Elizabeth. Hi Nuane. How are you? Hi Regina. Good morning. So it's starting off a new week. Thankfully, I made it through the first week of school, or Owen made it through the first week of school, and it used to be much more stressful when he was younger, but still, it's stressful enough. So we made it through, and let's see. We had a fun but very busy weekend, didn't we? We had Friday night. We had a great show with including me, 4 product experts from Cricut, and we had all kinds of giveaways and just a chit-chat, inspiration, that sort of thing. And from what I understand, it was a huge success, so we'll be doing that again. I'll be getting with those ladies and seeing how we could do that again, maybe with a little more projects or something like that. Yeah, I had a really, really good time. It was the first time I've done something like that, obviously, and it was so good. We exposed the Cricut Chat channel to a lot of people, and hopefully there are new people that are going to be joining us. I saw, oh, you're so sweet, Shelly. Shelly says I looked so beautiful. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. I had a really good time. What is a wobble? Good question. We're going to go over that, and we will do that today. Let's see. I just wanted to recap. So on Saturday night, we did the red barn and the pumpkin wreath, which I brought to my mom. I brought my mom the pumpkin wreath. She loved it. It was so easy to do. I'm sorry I didn't get to finish it all. We ran out of light. I didn't realize how much the light was going to be lowered at that time of day, this time of year, I guess. And we also gave away 4 gift cards to various people. We had Emma from the UK, Nuane. We had Sarah McCormick, I think. Yeah. And the 4th one, I don't remember the name. But guess what? We have a 5th one. So I just looked at the paperwork, and there were 5 in there. So I'm going to give away the 5th one sometime today. So definitely comment, and I'll pick from the commenters. Okay. Hi, Dawn. Good morning. Yeah, it was really a lot of fun. So if you really want to get a free, it's for $6.99. Hi, Castillo, is it Castillo? Flor Castillo. Is your first name Flor? Flor, like the flower? That's awesome. Also, talking about giveaways, this week is the last hurrah for our Cricut Cutie giveaway. So if you want to be in the running for that Lilac Cricut Cutie right here, he's just waiting to go to someone's home with a bunch of products. Definitely put your name in for that, because there aren't that many people, actually. I was really surprised that there aren't that many people. We also launched our Bundle of Joy giveaway, the last one for September, and it's going to go on for a couple weeks. So you can put your name in twice a day by just simply following me on Facebook and on YouTube. And then once you have followed, you know, just comment, like, share one of the many videos on YouTube, and then on Facebook, you know, just share the page or share something that you like, and that will qualify you to put your name in twice a day. Okay. And that's for a Cricut Joy package. It's called the Bundle of Joy, and it is a Cricut Joy plus all the little extras so you can get going on making whatever, insert cards or stickers or decals, things like that. So so I hope you put your name in there, and I really appreciate you guys sharing everything. Thank you so much. We actually did really well this last month, and we are almost at 15,700 people. And my year-end goal is 20,000. So I would love, put her in a hot air balloon. That would be so cool. And, you don't have a cutie, Barbara? That's too bad. Everybody needs a cutie to inspire them. So that's all of my announcements. Today we're going to work on a card that I actually developed yesterday. And, someone asked me, where do they get the card? And it's actually my own design that I used, and that's why I have this up here. I used a design that was in Design Space, but then I changed it to an autumn theme with a beautiful little fox that's on an Action Wobble. This is an Action Wobble, and here we go. That'll change soon, Sandra. That'll change. I think that those infusible ink ones I don't think they're going to have those that often. So I think that the price will go down. Okay. All right. So today is we're going to just make it card week this week. So we're going to be working on a couple of different cards. Today we're going to be doing this Action Wobble fox that I put together, and I'm going to give you the file for this. It's super easy. We're going to put it together. I'm going to show you what my mindset was. Then we have this beautiful autumn card. Isn't this gorgeous? Autumn is the second spring where every leaf is a flower. And I didn't put a sentiment on the inside, but this could be cut on the Joy. So I will show you how to make it. If you don't have the Wobble, yes, because see, what happened was, I ordered my Wobbles, but they didn't come yet. They'll probably come today. But if you don't have a Wobble, yes, you could definitely pop dot. You could definitely pop dot him. And it's just a step card. So it doesn't have like kind of an inside. This is really more of a back. So it's sort of like an easel card or something. So I took it from an original for this quinceañera card. This is quinceañera, by the way, is at 15 years old, people in the Latin community celebrate a girl's 15th birthday party. That's what quinceañera means, is 15. And quinceañera is a party, and they usually get all dolled up and everything. So that's what that card is from. But I don't know anybody celebrating their quinceañera, and so I figured let's make a nice autumn card out of it. So I'm going to show you how I did that and what I had to do to modify it. Also, it's a square. It would fit into a 6x6 card, so I want to show you how to do that. It's kind of like Sweet 16, yeah, quinceañera it's called. And we have also this card, which is a take on a card that's been in Design Space for a while, but I did it all in autumn colors because I thought they looked like leaves, and so I did that. And then I took a really pretty thing and put that on the front. I'll do some sort of an insert. We'll do that. I think we're going to do that on Wednesday. And then on Tuesday, we're going to do this fun little thing. I have to figure out a way to doll up the front a little bit, but this is Da, 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 da. Isn't that adorable? Let me show it to you in all different ways. This is brand new in Design Space. It is a unicorn just sort of flying through the air. It doesn't have, you know what? It doesn't have wings. Wait, no, I don't know. That's a different kind. That's a Pegasus. Right. But it looks like it's flying through the air. And so we're going to make that. There's a couple of them. They're brand new in Design Space. So we're going to do that this week, as well as a couple other cards that I haven't got here to show you just yet. So there is that. Okay. You need to be quiet now, Lola. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun to make the unicorn card, and there are actually 3 of those cards in Design Space. I'm hoping that they put more. Let me show you where I found them. So, I'm going to go to Projects. Over here, it says Projects. So, it's above Images. When you go to projects, you'll see all the newest projects float to the top. And so here is the unicorn one that we did, but we're also going to do this cupcake and the hot air balloon. I think that would be real cute. And the great thing about these cards is that they fold and you can mail them, so that they're really a pop-up. I don't know if you all have ever seen this kind of card called a Love Pop card. Love Pop. It's called Love Pop. I think they're from Massachusetts, though I'm not sure. And it's a group of engineers actually put together this card design shop, and now they sell these absolutely gorgeous cards. But they're expensive. They're like $10 to $15 for one, and so if you don't have that kind of money to throw down on a card, here's an opportunity for you to make them. And really, this is the technique that they use. It's sort of, I have made this technique with Christmas decorations as well. So we can use that. It's a little bit trying of your patience at the very beginning, but once you get it, you get it, and it's really quite fun. So yeah, they're really unique Love Pops, and not like we're going to go into business against Love Pop, but frankly, I see their cards and I'm like, wow, love that. But since I make cards, I don't buy them all that often. Anyway, so we're going to be doing those, and from the projects is where I found that quinceañera card. And what you'll notice about the quinceañera card is the base is that easel, or what's called a step card. So that's what I was keen on doing. With that, was to take that step card base and turn it into a card for me. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. So let's get started then, right? I'm talking too much. Okay, so when you open up your Design Space, you're here sitting in the canvas and you're wondering, what am I going to make today? Check out the projects. The projects over here are, there's quite a few of them, and you can actually use the categories over here and choose, like, say you want to make something such as a card, or you're interested in something for your home, or an iron-on project. There's all these different categories here. But as I mentioned, all the newest things show up at the top usually, and then they kind of get just pushed down. So, and they stay in that order. So you'll start to see a pattern when you kind of scroll through, that if you scroll through to next year, you can actually find some last year's. So this is Christmas, and we're getting closer to, let's see, this was last fall. Here we go. And so we could see other things here. There's even some stuff for Diwali, which is coming up in October, November area time, and Ramadan as well. So there's a lot of projects here. And somebody asked me on Friday night, or asked us on Friday night, what do you do if you run out of ideas? And for me, I get to a place where I'm like, what am I going to do this week? I mean, I never am like blocked, like I can't think, because there's always just so much going on. But whenever I need sort of a kick in the pants for like an idea, I come here to projects and I sort of take a look and see. I don't generally make the project that is shown. I usually will change it up. So that's what I did here. So I found this quinceañera card, and let's click on it, and you will see that there are several pictures of it. Sadly, sometimes the pictures they're not very obvious here. But what I want to do is I want to go to customize, which is down here, customize. And it will bring me to my canvas, okay, with the project. So here's the project. I'm going to try to make it a little so you can see the whole thing. So it comes with an envelope, and then here is the base of the card. There's that cutesy dress and the happy kints, the little saying. We don't need that, so we're going to get rid of that. And then we also don't need the dress, so we're going to get rid of that. And then here I'm going to ungroup this, and I'm going to put this together, this envelope. So I'm going to group this together, and I'm just going to change the color because we're looking at fall. So I want to just kind of change the color of the envelope to get me in that mood. And I'm going to just hide the envelope because it's not something that we have to work on. So all we have left are these two pieces and the base. Also the base, because it's going to be an autumn card, I'm just going to click over here on where it says attach. I'm going to click on the color portion, not the score portion. If I do the whole thing, you'll notice up here where it says operation, it says multiple, and there's a red line. So it's not allowing us to change the color that way. So we have to click on the actual part that has the color. And then when we come back up here, it's pink. So let's change the color to, I don't know, this looks nice, kind of a pumpkin-y color. So that's kind of cool. Unfortunately, these are the same things, and these are going to go right here and right here. So we need to make them different color because we want them to be cut out on a different sheet of paper. The paper that I chose is this Echo Park paper company. It's called Celebrate Autumn. And here is the page that I used. I used both sides. And this one is called Autumn Floral. So if you're looking for this, you can buy it there. You can buy it at different places. Actually, I like to buy my kits from Echo Park from a place called craftdirect.com. They usually have a good selection, and they have a lot of sales there. So you can usually buy one of these kits for about $14, and they have between 10 and 12 sheets of double-sided paper plus a sheet of stickers, okay? So I figure I'm going to cut out these side pieces. So I'm going to go over to the color sync, and I'm going to drag that over to this because I want to make these two things be the same color. But I want to create sort of like a portrait sort of thing. So here's the portrait, and I'm going to find my little fox. I'm going to show you how I did that. So I want to create like an area that is going to be the background for my card. I think it just jazzes it up nicely. So I'm going to go to shapes and choose a square. And then if it helps with your visual, you can change your square to whatever color you want. And then I'm going to bring it over here, and you'll notice with this card, this is a cut line, and then these are score lines. So the way, when you're first folding this, it's a little weird, you know, to fold it because this part juts out and that part becomes the back. So think of it like it's like an easel that you're going to put your little portrait or your feature there. So I'm going to unlock this box, and I'm going to make it so that, and I will give you this file, so if you don't want to create it, but I want to show you how to create it, so that way you can do whatever you want to it, okay? So here I think that's what I'll do. I'll put this size box. I did leave a little space around there just so you can see the background. That's going to look cool. And now we have to go in search of something to put here and then something to put in our feature. Okay, so we're going to go to images, and I think I'll just look through all images. I figured foxes are pretty cool, so I'm going to look for a fox. You can also type in autumn, and you will get different things. So here's a lot of really cool foxes here, and I'm not sure if that's where I found this particular fox. But, you know, you can just sort of look through here, and there's some that are really cute. And they always sort of, like foxes are always sort of, you know, fall and into the winter. I don't know if they just sort of show up a lot more at that time. But here is the fox that I chose. You'll see there are actually two of the same, almost the same. This one is a print then cut. We don't want to do print then cut, but if you do, you can grab that. But I'm going to choose this one, okay? And then so while I'm here, I'm also going to go back and look for something that says autumn, so we're going to put in autumn there. And there's a lot of really fun images here that are like just, they say autumn things like autumn greetings and all of that. But I found this one I liked, Delicious Autumn, and I'm going to get rid of the delicious, even though I would say that. I would say Delicious Autumn, but I just want the autumn part. So I'm going to choose those two. And we'll bring them over here. The only thing we got to do for the fox is, because it comes in pretty much the size that we want him to be. And the only thing we have to do is just sort of make sure that he's the right size, and he fits in our little box, and he's going to cut out into all little pieces. I'm going to show you how to put them together. But so for the Delicious Autumn, what I'm going to do, let me move the rest of the card over so we can just focus on that piece for right now. Okay, so you'll notice here under Delicious Autumn, up here, it has three layers. One is shaded out, and that is the offset layer. So if you wanted to do it, this whole thing with the offset layer, you have to just click the eyeball, and there it is. But I don't want the delicious part for this card because I want something smaller. So I am going to actually do the little eyeball on Delicious, and then I'm left with Autumn. That's all I did. Isn't that easy? But then I have to resize it. So I'm just going to use this to resize it. And I'm going to put it down in here. Just like that. I'm going to cut that out with vinyl because it's pretty small, and I do not want to be gluing each of those individual letters. So we're going to do vinyl for that, and it works out really, really well. Okay. So now we just have to go and cut it and then put it together. It's so simple, right? And it can really be stunning. And seriously, I used one sheet of double-sided patterned paper to make this, and then also the Action Wobble. So we're going to go ahead and cut it. So here I would just hit make it. And I always cut things in twos, so I changed my project copies to 2, and you'll notice that we have these sort of similar colors, but we want to keep those separate because this is going to be the patterned paper. And then here is going to be the autumn, and very similar to this brown, but we want to cut it out in vinyl, so we'll keep that one on there. Here are our base cards. 2 of them actually fit onto one sheet of 12 by 12, so it's a great use of paper. The only thing that I changed about this is that because I'm using the same sheet of paper, only the other side, is I moved these squares to where those columns were. So I just clicked on that triple dot and chose move object. And I put that in on that panel. So I know it looks as if I'm cutting it out from the same sheet of paper, and I will be, but because it's double-sided, it's not going to matter. I'm just going to turn one over. Okay, so here is going to be good use of my double-sided paper, and then when I cut it out, I'm just going to turn over the bigger pieces, use that for the background for my fox, and use this for the side pieces, okay? So, so that's all there is to it. There are 7 cuts for this, and remember, we're going to do this mat number 5 in vinyl. So that's pretty cool. So 7 mats. We'll cut everything out. I don't need to show you how we cut it out. I just want to show you how to put it together. So I'm going to move you down. Hold on just a sec. I'll move you down. Okay. All right, so we're starting to get the fall, the what do you call it? The shadows from the fall. The lighting always changes this time of year, so sorry. Okay, so again, I used this paper, Echo Park Paper Company, Celebrate Autumn. And it's double-sided, so I figured I'd use this nice green, and then there's green on there, so it's really complementary. They usually do that with the double-sided, is that the back side is a very complementary color or pattern. Okay, so here's our base, and I know it's a little confusing, especially if you've never done this kind of card before, okay? But what you're going to be looking for are the places where the score marks happen. Now, in this case, I used my scoring stylus, which is this, because I pretty much figure most people have the scoring stylus. If you have an Explorer or a Maker, it works in both. And the scoring wheel, which does a better scoring job, it's only for the makers, okay? So I used my stylus, so I want you to see, it did come in kind of light, but we're going to score here, and then we score down here, and then sort of, I don't know, like an inch up, we're going to score there. So this feels really uncomfortable the first time you do it, but we don't want to score in different places. Seriously, it will work out if you just score where it says it's going to score. So there's this inch here, and then up here, this goes in, all right, and then we're going to turn it sideways so we can see, and then there's this. I know there's an inclination to sort of like do the score all the way across here, but don't, okay? So then this piece here kind of juts out, and the back piece gets folded like this. Just like this. Okay. There we go. So see how it's kind of like this front piece. I guess it would be considered some sort of like a pop-up card or something, but it's like a little easel. So these two pieces are folded here and here, and this one goes up the top a little bit, okay? So once you have it sort of scored really nicely, and if you want, you can use something like your scraper to really get those scores nice and crisp if you want. Don't have to. But there you go, okay? And now it's just a matter of putting together the card. And as I mentioned, I cut out these pieces, and see they're the same on one side and on the same on the other side. So I'm going to use the bluish jade or color, and then I'm going to take and turn around and put these pieces here. See that? That looks really nice. So we're going to glue those on. Here's my Autumn, which is cut out in this brown. It's just a brown vinyl, and I have a piece of transfer tape. And then we have our Fox. So let's put our Fox together. He's just a bunch of layers, so you can see. So there's our brown layer on the back, and we just use that to have these two legs, which I think is adorable. And then the head becomes, it goes this way, like that. So there's his nose from the brown, and then here is the top. Isn't that adorable? And then there are actually little pieces here. Where are they? These are the little accent pieces that we'll put on for the tail and the little feet and the eyes. So let's get some glue out and start gluing. Now you could, if you want to do an Action Wobble, you could use the Action Wobble on just the head, but I thought it would look kind of cool to do it on the whole body. So people ask, what is an Action Wobble? How do you use it? This is an Action Wobble, and I'll just kind of show you what it looks like. It's basically two pieces of plastic with a spring, and you attach it to your card so that way your Fox will move. If you don't have Action Wobbles, which I will put the link to them, I buy them at Amazon. They're by Hampton Arts. They also sell them in scrapbook stores, but if you don't have a scrapbook store near you, you can buy them on Amazon, and they're just really kind of cute, and you end up playing with them a lot. But if you don't have or don't want to purchase them, because they're a little tiny bit pricey, to be honest, then you don't have to buy them. You can use Pop Dots, and I'm going to do that for my second one today because I haven't received my Action Wobbles yet. We did a bunch of Action Wobble cards over the summer, and there are some for Christmas that we'll do. So if you are debating, should I buy them, we are going to do some more Christmas ones coming up that are actually from Lori Whitlock, and they're really cute. So I think they're like about $8 for 12 of them, but they really are adorable. So if you're thinking about buying them, you can do that. Okay, so there is the head of our Fox. We're going to put these two pieces together. I'm using, this is called Barely Art Precision Craft Glue, see, which you can buy also on Amazon. I always put a link in my videos so you can follow the link and purchase it from Amazon. It's a great glue, and it has an excellent tip on the end of it. So we put that together like this, and then we're going to just put the head. Now, I hadn't thought of this, but you could Pop Dot the head out a little bit. That actually might look good. Maybe we'll do that. All right, let's try that. Hey, I'm all about trying new things, so let's try that. And that will give him a little bit more depth and realism. So I like that idea. Okay, so those are Pop Dots. They're just foam pieces that are sticky on both sides, and then you just peel them off and you put them on here. See, it does give it a sort of a dimension, doesn't it? I got it on a little bit crooked. Well, you guys will do it better than me, but there you go. And then we have to put his legs, and the tip of his tail needs to be added. So here it is, this little tiny bit. Just like that. And then his legs, which start off here. So we'll just put a little tiny bit of glue. That's what's great about this glue, is it just puts a little bit where we need it. We don't need a lot of glue, just a little bit. There we go. Okay, what else do we need? Oh, then we have these sort of, I don't know, they're whiskers or something, but they go right here on the side to give that beautiful fox feature to his eyes. We add that. Did I put it on the wrong way? Put the glue on the wrong way. There we go. There. And that one is gonna go like this. Okay, so then our fox is done. Now we can just put together the card and we will be done with this. See? Okay, so let's talk about this vinyl. It's just plain old brown vinyl that I had hanging around. So what I'm going to do is I cut it out on my Cricut, of course, and then I just have to pull off. I am a big fan of using vinyl for my cards, especially the words, because so much easier than cutting them out in paper. And they're easy to place. So there it is, Autumn. And we are going to take this transfer tape, right, and take it off of the backing. Lola wasn't too happy about that. Right, Lola? I don't know what she's upset about. Maybe she saw a squirrel. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to put that transfer tape right over there. We're going to use something, whatever. I use my scraper, but you can use whatever you want to sort of burnish in the letters on the transfer tape, and then flip it over and it should come off. There it goes. So it's coming off just like that. So here's our Autumn. Let's take our card and we are going to sort of center it here like this. I think that looks good. Now, be careful with using vinyl on scrapbook or on cardstock paper, because depending on the quality of the cardstock that you use, it can sometimes sort of peel at the top. So I do not burnish with my tool. I just kind of use my finger to make sure that I'm not sticking too much onto that scrapbook paper or that cardstock that I'm using. And of course the A doesn't want to come off, but there you go. By the way, this is reusable, so I stick it on the side of my desk. All right, then we just have to put these pieces in and we are almost done. So these pieces we're going to glue to the side. Make sure that you push them all the way down here, just like that. There you go. Oops. This one, I'm going to use the green side. It doesn't matter which way this one goes. Put that here. Whoops. Okay, there we go. And then this piece. And let me move this over. And then our fox. So if you have the Action Wobble, you would put it on this side and then stick it there. But we don't have an Action Wobble for this one. So I can either just glue it on there, or I can use my pop dots, which is what I'm going to do. And take some pop dots. Flip him over just to give him some dimension on the card. He sort of will be popping off the card. All right. Okay, maybe one more. You can buy these, by the way, anywhere, including Dollar Tree. And decide where we're going to put them. All right, you guys. Mailman. Another dog. Okay, and then all you need to do is sort of pop him out like this, and you, hey, hello, okay, enough, thank you, enough, please, enough. So you just pop him out like this. Now, if you wanted to sign the card or put your little insignia on there, there's this whole spot in the back, but this is designed to be a card, not that opens, really. My goodness. And then the envelope that is going to be on this card. Hello. Hello. I don't know why they're barking, so I apologize. But anyway, the envelope will fit this card. This card ends up being like a 6-inch square. A 6-inch square card, see? Like that. So use the envelope that's given in the file, which I will post with it. So you can either do it pop dot or Action Wobble, but it's really cute, and we'll come back to this style card for some for a Christmas one as well. So it's a nice one to keep and sort of come back to and change it up. And now you know how to customize your card, how to make it your own. Okay, so there is that. Now, as far as tomorrow goes, we're going to be doing this unicorn, which I cut out the envelope for as well. Boy, I'm making a lot of envelopes these days. And I was like, how can I make this? So I'm going to change up the front a little bit. But really the action's all about the inside. So we're going to be doing this, and it's super easy. Unfortunately, the instructions are kind of weird because the images are too big. I'm going to have to talk to people at Cricut. But once we do one of these, you'll get the hang of it, and you'll be wanting to do them all. And hopefully they'll be adding more to the projects. Okay. All right. So that's for tomorrow, and this was today. And while I am here, I am going to pick one more winner there's Sarah. Hi, Sarah. So I'm just looking and seeing, I think Deborah Broadbeck. Deborah, would you like to be the winner, our final winner for the 5th Dreaming Tree? Deborah Ann. If so, send me an email at MissRitaToTheRescue@gmail. Okay, Deborah Ann, and that's okay. All right, so that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for coming, Deborah Ann. Send me an email at MissRitaToTheRescue@gmail. I will, when I post this, I will put the link to this and to the Action Wobbles, so that way you can pick them up if you want to. Okay, And yeah, exciting. So I hope you have a great day. And we'll see you again tomorrow for our unicorn card. Thanks, everybody. Take care. And Lola says goodbye. Okay, take care. Bye.